Mappe di Giga and Bimbi di una volta are in the Puppet Museum or Marionette Museum in Porto, Portogallo. What's this museum?
This is a private museum. It belongs to a puppet theater company here from Porto. This puppet theater company exists for over 30 years. We just turned 30 years last year in 2018. And this museum has everything that we worked with all these years. The puppets, they come back and they're exposed here. So we can actually revive a little bit of the shows that were presented during these 30 years. Not all of them, of course, just a few. But we can actually see the puppets. We have some video spaces with cutscenes of our shows to have some idea of what the shows are all about. We do have the construction area as well, where we can see how the puppets are constructed, the materials that we use, the way that we do the puppets. Also, there's a video downstairs which demonstrates all these materials being used and the whole production, how the whole production comes to take part. And we also have a manipulation space afterwards, so actually anyone could try and manipulate puppets and try it for themselves.
What is the value of the puppet for the theater today?
In a very specific type of theater, which is puppet theater, the puppets that we use, they're a bit different because the actor is actually present in scene. He's actually in the middle of the stage with the puppet. So this not only increases the actor's work when he is in scene with the puppet, also increases the puppet's work, the puppet that the actor establishes with the puppet as well. So I think it's a very different type of making puppet theater, because we normally, when we think about puppet theater, we normally remember something about the glove puppets, which the actor is completely unseen, or even string puppets, which the actor is not seen as well. In the puppet theater that we make, the actor is actually in the middle of the stage with him. He's manipulating the puppet and at the same time being an actor himself. So he sometimes even interacts with the puppet that he is manipulating or the other puppets. So it's completely different now.
Present us your puppet, please, Shirley.
These puppets belong to a show called O Lobo Diogo e o Mosquito Valentim. This was a mega production that we did a few years ago in Casa da Música. There was an orchestra, a symphonic orchestra that was playing with some singers as well. Teatro de Marionetas do Porto was actually invited to do the scene, the whole show with the puppets. So the puppet theater is our production. There was also a choir, a juvenile choir, which was of over 70 members, that was created exactly for this show. So these here are actually the marionettes of the shows. So this is Raposa, that is Lobo Diogo, and they're not all here as well. So these ones here, which are just a little bit of the puppet, because the actor puts it on. So the actor becomes the puppet because he has this on his head with some clothing to go along as well.
So does the actor participate?
Yes, he does. He does.
How do you manage a puppet?
The type of manipulation we use is basically direct manipulation, where we grab the marionette or the puppet, however you want, with our hands and manipulate them. And we also have rod manipulation, which is this little thing that we put here to create a little bit of a distance between the puppet and the actor, so that the puppet has a bit more resemblance or more showing of the puppet. But basically these two types, they're rod manipulation and direct manipulation, where we pick up the puppet and we manipulate it directly.
There is also a showroom.
We do have our theater that's right beside us. That's where everything happens. Our workshops are there, so we actually make the marionettes there as well. That's where the production works as well. And we do have a very, very, very small auditorium. We actually have a very cute name for it. It's a pocket or auditorium, because it's so small that there are only 43 people that go in there, and the stage is actually very small. Normally we do not do shows there because our productions are big now and they need bigger spaces. We do actually have some productions that we think about for that space, and then we produce them to be presented in our auditorium.
What's the public for this museum?
Everyone, small ones, adults, seniors. We have all types of people coming in, and the interesting thing is that we have puppets for everyone. We have puppets for small people. We have puppets for big people. We have shows for over 18.
What's the reaction for a child?
It depends, really. The other day there was this little girl that she went downstairs where we have the puppets for adults, and she came out crying and she was very scared. But normally they love it because they see, beings that are their size, so they like it.
Tu não estava a fazer aquilo que eu estou a pensar, pois não? Não, que disparate. É que aqui parece haver mais internet, é só isso. Sabe o que é que tu vais fazer agora? Não. Vais casar comigo!
Thank you, Shori.
Thank you very much. Have a nice time then.